Okay, happy Friday again. We are going to go over how to leverage a listing, whether it's yours or someone else in your offices, how to leverage that on social media by sending them to your KvCORE website, but how to post it on Facebook. And then also, I'm going to show you how to get those people to sign up and go into your KvCORE for your listing. Now, those of you who showed up and everybody who did sign up for today's webinar or any of the previous ones, you can go ahead. Well, the people who are here, Max, if you can, put in Zoom chat a link. This link is going to be a Trello board, which I'm going to show you. This is going to be the template I'm using for the social media post. And you guys don't have to use it. It's just at least maybe something to get you going. But in Zoom chat, you'll see that link. Everybody should be able to have access to this board. If you don't have a Trello account, just sign up. It's free. But this is going to be the main example that we're going to be going over today. Now, those who signed up for the webinar in the past, shoot us an email at thejungle.requests@gmail.com, and we can get you this link if you don't have it already. Okay, let's talk about the listing. So if you don't know, if you have KvCORE, you have a website. I'm going to be doing a live example today because this is one of the agents that we work with, and she needs to get one of her listings up on social media. So I'm going to turn this listing into a post kind of like this. This is what we've done. This was a few days ago for another one of the listing. I think it's the same one, huh? Is it, Max? No, they're different. I'm sorry. So it's going to look very similar to this, just a different listing. You're even going to notice the template's going to be very similar. It's just a different listing. But where am I bringing them? I'm bringing them to the website. Now we're going to talk about lead capture. All right. Because if people come here, you're going to have the option to where maybe they can look at everything, right? All the photos on this home. They don't have to sign up at all. Or maybe they're going to have to immediately sign up, right? They go from Facebook because they see you posted it or you shared it, or maybe you even boosted it yourself. And guess what? Whenever they go there, maybe they might not be able to look at anything. They might have to sign up. I'm going to show you today how you can set that up if you wanted to. And then on top of that, I'm going to show you how they go into KvCORE. What you're looking at right now, this is someone's KvCORE, and these are listings. So Burch, I guess, was definitely one of his more recent listings. And the created column, these are people signing up in his KvCORE, specifically coming from a post similar to this on social media. Before I get started in building this, let me know in Zoom chat, those of you who are here, did that kind of make sense? The idea that what we're about to do? We're going to turn this listing into a post like this. And I'm going to show you how we can get them into KvCORE like this if we want to. Nice. I like the yes. I like the yays. There we go. And by the way, I'll save some time for questions after all of this. But if you got any, throw them in Zoom chat. Don't be afraid. Okay. Let's get started. So you're going to want to be on your Facebook page. Let me go ahead and switch so I can post. Give me 1 second. And by the way, I'm not posting this on my personal. This is on my business page. If you don't have a business page, I would recommend making one. Okay, let's give this a second while it's loading. You're going to want to have your Trello board ready. Now it's under the Facebook post template. If you're not familiar with Trello, just click on the card and you're going to see this will pop up. Now we got a few resource links that you're going to need if you want to make your template like this. Because again, there's a lot of different ways you can post a listing. I'm not telling you you have to do it my way. You can get your own ideas or put more emojis, a different format. Hopefully you just take more of the strategy of what I'm doing and how I can repurpose and reuse it over and over. That's hopefully what I want y'all to take away from watching this. So let's get started. If I have a template saved, like kind of like this Trello one, and I got my new listing, all right, I know that thing's ready. Let me go 1 second. Okay. All right, so I got my template. I'm on my Facebook. And by the way, in KvCORE, if you put your listing on the MLS, your KvCORE website is tied to your MLS through your IDX. So that listing is going to be live. I've seen them live anywhere between 15 minutes, and I've also seen it take up to 24 hours. Not usually. It's usually pretty quick whenever your listing will show up on the website. But when it does, on the left-hand side, you could go to listings. All right, and you could click on it. And let's say I find this listing that we're about to do, which is what, 1082 BB High School. Well, that's an address, huh? All right, 1082 BB High School. Let's see what pulls up. Let's see what just 1082 does first. All right, perfect. So I pulled it up. So here's my listing. Now I can find any listing on KvCORE, and I could click on this. And notice on the right-hand side, it's giving me a link. I can take that link if I want. But let me show everyone something. Did everyone just see what happened? How it's making me sign up after I think that was maybe 4 or 5 photo clicks. If that's fine with you, you can keep it as is, and people will sign up and they'll come into KvCORE. But personally, I would make a squeeze page for this so you can be a little more dynamic on how they come in. Notice when my leads are coming in, it's telling me what listing they're coming from. I'm able to put the hashtag on it. I'm able to say over here, the source on the far right, it's coming from Facebook. With that direct link, it's more just default and they shoot into your KvCORE. If you wanted to be in more control over that lead capture, we would want to make a squeeze page instead of being in the listings. So to make a squeeze page, let me go back over here. Lead engine, IDX squeeze page. You're going to click here and that will pull up your website. And you know what? Give me 1 second. Okay, so lead engine, IDX squeeze page, select your website by clicking the drop down, and then you're going to start building. Now at the top, you have different squeeze pages you can make. There's single property. If I click on single property, the first thing it's saying, enter the address or the MLS ID. So you could do either or. Going back to this one, maybe I'll do the MLS ID right here. So I'll just copy and paste that over. And notice how it's auto-generating the listing for me, right? Because it's active on the MLS. Now, I could also say where it's coming from, the source. Do you remember how I was showing you over here, the leads coming into your smart CRM, into KvCORE? The source. Yes, they're signing up on the agent website, but you can say where they're coming from. These people could come from Google, YouTube, Instagram. When you're making your squeeze page, you're in more control. So maybe you spell out Facebook, maybe you do FB like I did. So I can go back to my squeeze page. Source will be FB. Hashtag's important. If you keep doing this, that hashtag could be the address, right? I was showing you, he has 203 Burch Drive. And if I scroll down, he also had Olinger, he also had Quiet Oaks, he also had St. Louis, he also had a 321 Elizabeth. He keeps running these. So at least he knows where some of these leads are coming from. He can always go back to that. So on the squeeze page, I would want to put the address. I see 1082. By the way, KvCORE does not like spaces. So if you really want a space, do an underscore, right? If I wanted to do this, or just do no spaces. So I could say 1082B High School. So if someone does click on my link on social media when I make my post, I'm about to set my lead capture though, but if they sign up, that hashtag is what's going to be on the lead when they come in. Now, here's the lead capture. Immediate, let's actually look and see what immediate does. If I select immediate and generate my link, let's see where that link takes us. Notice I didn't even get a look at it. Right? And to let everyone know, when they hit log in with Facebook or continue with Facebook, it's taken their, let's see. We'll just do it right now. I think I might be a lead already in here, but it might let me do it. All right. Everyone see how I put my cell phone number because it said use that for your password to log in, to sign up. But then boom, it switched right to my Facebook, my personal Facebook. So when these people sign up, you're not relying on them to type their name and their email and their not, well, you are relying on the number, but at least with the email and the name, it's pulling it from your Facebook when they're signing up. Let me go back. All right. Now, if I was to sign up, like I was saying, you're going to shoot into KvCORE, and let's just take this one as the example from 203 Burch Avenue. Notice on the left-hand side, it's going to tell me the summary of the lead. This lead signed up on February 18th, 5 days ago, and they came from Facebook, right? And that's because I set Facebook as the source on the squeeze page. And the hashtag is telling me it came from Burch Drive. If we have time later, I'll show you how the cool stuff starts happening in KvCORE with these leads, because this lead from 5 days ago, truly, when they signed up on 203 Burch Avenue, which all originated from a post like this that we're about to make, look how long they spent on the website, 11 properties. They viewed 11 properties the first time they came to this website after they signed up. At minimum, this person probably spent 15, 20 minutes, huh? Give it a minute, maybe a home, maybe a little more, they're looking at it. It's not bad. And then as I scroll up, we can have campaigns start. If you're familiar with smart campaigns in KvCORE, I can have texts and emails going out. I could have search alerts going out, property searches. And that's all thanks to me making the squeeze page. And obviously posting it on Facebook, which is what we're about to do. Okay. Now back to this. That was immediate. If I set 2, generate link. To let everyone know what it's doing right now, because I don't feel like clearing my cache or going incognito a bunch of times on a window. I already looked at the home more than 2 views, right? So it's going to make me sign up immediately. If I go back, this is going by those views allowed before registration. Up to you. If you're really wanting leads, just telling you, when you post this, do immediate. Because they're not going to be able to see the whole home. It's going to be right there, but they can't see it. They got to sign up. And if you wanted to do 2 views, 3 views, 5 views, it's up to you. You saw before this, if you even rewind, when I was clicking through, I clicked through 3 or 4 times on the default one, and then it made me sign up. If you wanted to do that, that's fine. But if you're really wanting to get leads, you should do immediate. And by the way, if you're not trying to get any leads, you're just trying to get complete exposure. You don't want people to sign up. Maybe you got a good reason behind it. There is an option for never. So they would never have to sign up. No lead capture is going to pop up. I'm going to stick with immediate. Okay, I got everything set up. There's my listing. My source is Facebook. The hashtag is going to be the address. They're going to have to sign up immediately. I click generate link. Now I got my link. I have all these tabs set up. So remember, I got my squeeze page link ready. I'm on Facebook, my business page. I'm ready to post. I also have my template that I'm going to be using. So let's start here with the template that I'm using. I'm going to highlight it all. Go back to Facebook. And we're going to post. Now you can just straight copy and paste this. Max, could you update it real quick? It looks like the new dots are more characters. And it's 1, 2, 3. It's 15. Could you just get rid of that on the template? Thank you. Okay, when it comes in here, it's not my way or the highway. Maybe you have your own way of how you post your own templates. So hopefully you'll just take my call to actions as maybe the most out of this. But if you've never done this before, you're just trying to get in a routine of posting your listings, this ain't a bad template to start with. So at the top, I'll start with just the headline. Now, emojis. If you want to do emojis in here, all you have to do if you're on a Windows or a Mac, you can right click. When you right click, you'll see emojis pop up. If I click that, it's very similar to like an iPhone or Droid. You can go through your emojis and pick what you want. So maybe I'll go with like another home on this one. And now I'm going to talk about that bolding that you just saw. If you want to bold letters on Facebook or Instagram, we're using something called Yay Text, and that's in the Trello card. So if you see up here, bold and italicized text generators, click it. Takes you right here. If I put in anything, it's going to bold it. So let me look at the listing. I usually pull stuff from the listing. And you know what? Give me 1 second. I need to have the listing in front of me. I'm going to make a never link real quick. And yeah, Max is right if you want to look at that in Zoom chat real fast. All right, so your future home, look at this property, beams. You know, it's funny to let everybody know. Let's use ChatGPT real quick. If you're not familiar with it, sign up for the free one. Get ChatGPT. It's so easy to use. So maybe I gotta log in. Okay, 1 second. Google. All right. Deadline for a Facebook for my listing. All right. I'm gonna say too long. Boom, I like that. So I'm gonna copy it. I'm gonna go to my Yay text. I'm gonna paste it. And notice it gives me a different range of options on how I want to bold it. I usually just kind of use this top one most of the time. So I'll hit copy. Let's go back to Facebook, and I'm going to paste it right in. Now, up to you how you want to do it. If you want to do emojis on both sides, you can. You can just do one emoji to start it. I would recommend at least doing emoji. It captures people's eyes, especially at the top. Now, the very next thing needs to be your call to action. I've always used full details. I've actually been using this very similar template since 2016 when I was posting listings back at I forgot, it was like an REO type brokerage, but they had a lot of listings. So this was an easy template for me to copy and paste and always just put my new listing link and my new listing link. So I just keep full details right here. Now, this link, if I go back to KvCORE, when I hit generate link for the squeeze page, I could take this, and up to you. I am not forcing everyone to do what I'm about to show you. You could leave it just like that. That could be your call to action. Personally, I like to use Bitly, and that's also on this Trello card. So if you click on the Bitly one, this is free as well. Sign up, make an account. This button at the top left with the plus, if you put any link in here, you can create a custom back half. So going back over here, you see the last one with Ronald, that was the address. I'm not saying this is still the cleanest looking thing. It still says bit.ly, but man, the fact that it says the address, it does look a little cleaner than that. And it doesn't take that long to update. So back over into Bitly, this is, what is it, the 10B? Yeah, 1082B high school. And I'll hit create. And it just looks a little bit cleaner than the other. That's all. So copy. Going back. Now, another tip if you're posting this. You see HTTPS? Most people are going to see this on a mobile device. Trust me, they're going to see it on a mobile device. And on a mobile device, there's not a lot of room, right? Real estate on the post compared to a desktop. I mean, we're looking at this on a desktop. You can shorten this a little bit. You can take out the HTTPS and just do Bitly. It's still hyperlinked. They can still tap on it with their thumb, or if they are on a desktop, they can click it. It still works. Now, since I just did that, watch this really quick. I copy it and I paste it down here. Same thing. Because photos, price, and more, same full details. It's both going. Well, really, it's going to go here, right? Remember how it's going to sign up immediately when they click? I'm not letting them view any of the photos yet. They're just going to have to sign up. Now, this part. Again, you might have your own template. Maybe you want to put all those different emojis with the bathroom and the bed and 4 and 5 and just up and down. But personally, because it makes it easy and I don't got to think about it, especially because this is a rinse and repeat for all my listings. We copy and paste partially of your MLS description and then the ... Click one of the links to get the inside scoop. So let's hop back over. Well, it already kind of says that, so maybe I'll just go, yeah, this property includes a workshop. Boom, boom, boom. Includes a this kitchen has abundant, and I'll end it right there. Copy. Going back. I can paste. There we go. And there's my ... Click one of the links. And that emoji, if I wanted to switch it up. Boom. Okay. Now, as far as the listing goes, that is the only things that I would need to change if I was taking my template over here each time. Because I'm about to show you all if you want to do this at the bottom. Okay, you can do these, but you wouldn't have to change these. I'm going to show you. This would be a home search every time, same kind of home search. This is a home evaluation on your website I'm about to show you. It's never going to change. I don't think that's going to change too often. Your name, your office. The hashtag should always stay the same. Maybe you add some local for you. Your website should always stay the same. What I'm getting at is like the first part of this post or your listing, the stuff you would need to change every time, that's done. Now, if this is your first time hosting one, a template, you are going to need to update these at the bottom, obviously. Now, this free home search, I just showed you how to do Bitly. So the home search where I'm pulling it from, I'm going to go to Susan's website. By the way, if you don't even know how to get to your website, top right, click this globe. If you click that little globe, it's going to take you right here to your website. Click on search. This is everything active on your MLS. But you see that URL? That's a super long URL. I just showed you Bitly for free. You can get this. Sign up for a free account. I'm pasting that right there. I'm going to use a back half. Let's see what we kind of used for her. I know I'm not going to be able to use the same one. Her name, home search. So use your name, home search. Maybe I'll go with. If someone's going to have to. I'm just going to put home searches. I just can't think of anything right now. Someone has it. Let me put a Z. Oh, because there's already a link. I should have read that part. I showed you the last Bitly. Just pretend I did put the Susan home search because that's what we did when we made hers. And I pasted it over here and I got rid of the HTTPS. Now this would never need a change on any of my future listings. Same with this home evaluation. Let me show you how we got this. Going back to your website, everybody has a cell tab. If you click on that cell tab, it just takes you to like your main default home valuation. Someone signs up on this, they're going to go into your KvCORE. That URL, up to you. I'd probably Bitly it still. So again, you would go in here, create a new one. I believe for Susan, what we do, Susan's home val. So just come up with something creative. Doesn't need to be long. You don't want to make these long. Copy, paste it, get rid of the HTTPS. Put in your name, all the legal stuff, your office, right, with your brokerage. This is just the website, so maybe throw your website in here. These are just simple hashtags we threw in. You can put in your local ones wherever you're at. Like if I was I am in New Orleans, so I could put New Orleans for mine. And then a whole bunch of other just kind of broad ones. Okay. Let me kind of just double check myself because I want to make sure it's all set up and looking good. All right, I did the title. I bolded it. I got my full details. I got my link correct. I copied and pasted my description. Same link there. This has always been there, but I showed you how to make it. And some you didn't see as I made this. I never added a picture yet. Notice my squeeze page is this. If you want, you can add your own picture. I'm not showing you today how to do that. I'm trying to make this easy for you. If you make that squeeze page, it's going to pull the first picture of whatever's on the MLS with your listing. Okay, it's all looking good to me. I'm going to go ahead and let me actually fix that. You can tell in the MLS, misspell. I don't see. Let's just fix. Come on now. Come on, people with the MLS descriptions. All right. Okay, post. No, I don't want to add a button. I don't want to add a button because if someone taps on this, they're going to go to my website and then they have to sign up. So there it is. There's my post. If I do tap on it, notice what happens. I got to sign up. And I showed you that was all in the squeeze page. Quick little tip and trick. I'm on my business page. This confuses a lot of people with Facebook. You would want to share this to your personal, maybe, if you want, because I know they have to sign up. Look, and you might not want to make people immediately sign up. I showed you, you don't have to do that. You could make it be 3 views, 2 views, 5, or never. That's totally up to you. This is just a little tip and trick for Facebook because it's came up a lot. Like, how do I now post this on my personal? It's real easy to do that. You just got to be aware of this at the top right. When you're on your business page and you're posting like I just did, you're actually interacting as your business page. So at the top right, ignore this one right here. Just see my name and Susan. This is my personal Facebook, and this is the business page I'm interacting as. This is going to be you if you're looking at yours on Facebook. And you need to switch to you. You need to interact as your personal. So I'm going to click on Brandon Burch. I'm not really going to post this, by the way. And it would have kept me on Susan's. It's just I'm not Susan. So let me go back to Susan's. But you see when I share, I can now share this to my page, to my feed immediately. And this is also something I would probably do if I was y'all, sharing to other pages and groups. Join those real estate groups, those buy and sell and rental and open houses in whatever area market you're living in. There is thousands of real estate groups, home and buy and sell, like all of those that you can join for free. Some you have to request, but once you're in, look at maybe some of the rules, but it's kind of cool that you can share to those. Right? You can share to all the groups that you're maybe a part of. You could also share it to some of the pages that you're associated to if you run other pages. But nonetheless, share it to your feed. Share it to your personal feed. All right. Now, what this lead looks like going into KvCORE, give me 1 second. Okay. Now remember, if you did post this, maybe you kind of did that tip trick I showed you. Share it, right? Get more organic reach because I haven't even boosted it. I'm not even paying for an ad yet. All I did is post it. So maybe you do share it. Maybe you get a little bit more reach on it. If anybody clicks that link or taps that link, or not even the link, sorry. If they even just tap the picture, it's going to take them here. Now they're immediately having to sign up. And I just showed you earlier what that looks like when they continue with Facebook, how it puts the phone number in for the password, and then it goes right to their Facebook. So they got to continue that way. But when they do that, I know I'm in another KvCORE, but this is just a good example because of some recent leads that popped in. They're coming from 203 Burch Drive. They're coming from the same kind of post as this. And this is what it looks like when they come in.